JMU saw its first snowstorm of the season, and some students were not happy about in-person classes.
They're asking us to put ourselves in danger to get to class.
Plus, women's basketball 10 cages will show you the highlights.
And a veterinary care can be expensive. How the Rockingham-Harrisonburg SPCA is making it more accessible.
Live from the Allison B. Parker Studio in the School of Media Arts and Design at James Madison University, this is Breeze TV.
Welcome back to Breeze TV. I'm Olivia Williams.
And I'm Abby Allard. Thank you for joining us.
After 2 snow days, JMU reopened on Wednesday, though many schools and businesses across the area remained closed. That decision left some students frustrated and worried about their safety. I spoke with some of those students about their concerns.
Late Tuesday night, the university announced it would open on time. Students quickly took to social media to post photos and videos of icy roads, blocked turn lanes, and parking lots that had not been plowed.
I saw the status update that was like, we're on for tomorrow. And I was like, what the heck? And then I read what the status update said underneath, and I was like, actually, what the heck? Because that's honestly was a little insensitive.
Southview Apartments quickly gained attention on social media, with residents saying they couldn't get their cars out of the lot. Many students said they felt stuck and unsure how they were supposed to make it to class. Many students said this is the biggest letdown they have experienced as a student at JMU.
And I love this school so much. I love the community it has. I love everything about it. But yesterday was just like the most insane we've been done wrong type of thing, because they're asking us to put ourselves in danger to get to class.
Jessica Buisson, a nursing student, said her car had been snowed in for days when she found out classes would resume. After reaching out to her professors, Buisson was told her absence would result in a failing grade in the class. This would have set her back an entire semester in the nursing program.
You know, I've worked so hard for this program, so obviously I'm going to pay for the Uber to go to class. It left me feeling like I had zero choice.
Students say they understand the need to return to class, but believe safety should have been the university's priority. They are now calling on the university to address the decision and do better moving forward.
Yeah, JMU students were definitely not happy about having classes on Wednesday. I wasn't as well.
Absolutely, and students did take to the anonymous posting app Yik Yak to express their frustration. Alexa, what were people saying on there?
Yeah, Abby and Olivia, I'm not gonna lie, me and my roommates did spend a good few hours looking through Yik Yak on Tuesday night once JMU announced that students would return to campus on Wednesday. Here are just a few of my favorite posts behind me. Students begged for just one more day off, with one student writing to the Vice President of Student Affairs, quote, "Tim Miller, I will give you hair." Students also pointed out how other nearby schools like Bridgewater, Eastern Mennonite University, and Blue Ridge Community College were all closed. JMU posted a status update to its website on Tuesday at 7 p.m. announcing that classes would meet as scheduled on Wednesday. But the thing that stuck out to students the most about this message was, quote, "walk, period." Students called the update, quote, "passive aggressive." Here are just a few of the things that students were saying behind me. They posted pictures of their cars fully immersed in the snow. It was crazy to look at. JMU has declined to do an interview with Breeze TV and has not addressed the quote walk scandal as of 3 p.m. today. JMU did send a statement to the Breeze saying that the decisions to keep school open or closed are often complex. So I have to know, what were your reactions when we found out that we would have school on Wednesday?
I was anticipating from Monday that we would not have school on Wednesday, just by seeing the conditions that were outside. So I was definitely very, very shocked, and I was not at all prepared to even go to campus.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared either. And I was shocked that online classes wasn't even an option, because, I mean, with COVID-19, we're kind of used to, being on that online flow. I was shocked that that wasn't even really an option.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. This week, JMU got its first big snowstorm of the season, leading up to class cancellation. Breeze TV's Grace Fleshman spoke with students about their snow day experience and how they prepared for the weather and their predictions for closures for the rest of the week.
Throughout the week, students prepare for the snowstorm by stocking up on food and charging their electronics. Many awaited the snow days ahead and planned to be snowed in with their friends.
Friday afternoon, my friend drove me to Target and we got the essentials, like we got bottled water and non-perishable foods, so canned soup and everything like that. And then Saturday night, our friends came to sleep over from a different dorm, and our hallmates came over and we played fun card games all night.
Snow and sleet continued throughout most of the day Saturday, but students didn't let that stop them from going outside. If they didn't have a sled on hand, they improvised with cardboard boxes, mattresses, trash bags, and even beach boogie boards.
Yesterday, me and my friends, we used a pizza box and the top of like a laundry container to go sledding down like the hillside field.
Students found out Sunday evening that class was canceled for Monday, giving them an extra day to enjoy the snow. Classes were officially canceled for Monday and Tuesday, and JMU expects campus to be back open on Wednesday. Facilities management has been clearing sidewalks and roads so that it's safe for everyone to return to campus.
Honestly, it was a little bit shocking. I feel like JMU doesn't really cancel a lot. I was super excited to not have to go to class today. I feel like we have a lot of facilities people that are working really hard to clear everything out.
For further updates about closures and delays, students can check the JMU status updates page. Whether campus is open or closed, make sure to be careful on sidewalks and roads and bundle up for those cold conditions. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Grace Fleshman.
A pipe burst on the B side of Chesapeake Hall caused approximately 15 students to relocate on Sunday. Breeze TV's Madison Florsick spoke with a resident about what he saw.
Approximately 15 residents in Chesapeake Hall had to evacuate after a pipe burst on Sunday. This happened on the B side of the building due to a resident's window being left open. Freshman Brady Bryant lives on floor 3B.
I just saw plenty of people just sitting around talking, a lot of people in the lounge. And I just overheard they were talking about we were kind of kicked out.
After the pipe burst, he observed a noticeable temperature difference between both sides of the building after walking over to the A side.
Over here it's so much warmer. It was a lot colder. It was a lot colder over there.
JMU advises students in residence halls to keep their windows closed throughout the storm and cold temperatures. Breeze TV will have more information as the story continues. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Madison Florsick.
JMU wasn't the only thing put on pause this week. A new downtown Harrisonburg shop was also set to open.
But when setbacks got in the way, the owners made the most of it. Breeze TV's Lauren Keller shows how a JMU alumna and a chef came together to bring Munch to the Burg.
A new owner enters their sandwich shop with an unexpected noise. A pipe bursts in the apartment above them. Snow still lays on the roads and walkways. A local distributor is closed. Setbacks made this sandwich shop delay their opening.
While I want to just cry, I have to stay positive and be it was meant to happen, and when we do open, it's going to be great.
After Lola's Deli closed this summer, a space opened. With 2 weeks to pitch a plan, future co-owners were cooking in the kitchen one night. After years of one chef brewing a concept and this name, it just, quote, felt right.
Doug's what do you think about Munch, for real? And I have 5 children, and they are always there, right? So then my oldest 2, I think, were we love Munch. And they started thinking of slogans, and Doug and I joined in, and we were all laughing. And I was like, this is it. This is perfect.
And so was the friendly Harrisonburg area.
It was a really easy decision, and I stopped looking for other places as soon as I came here.
Munch wants customers to know who Munch is just by walking in.
So it's a true, representation of the two of us and our personalities, because I've always been a big believer that a restaurant should be a reflection of the people who run it.
Munch hopes to make fine dining approachable and affordable in the form of a sandwich. Its ultimate goal is to source everything locally and continually change the menu.
It's all the familiar flavors, but
something they've never had before.
The grand opening will be Friday, February 6th. However, Munch will not turn customers away if they come this Friday for their soft open. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Lauren Keller.
Breeze TV's Brandon Portillo Ponte is in downtown Harrisonburg with a look at the steps that the city is taking to make icy conditions safer moving forward. Looks like we're having some technical difficulties over there, but Brandon did speak with Mike Parks from the city, and Mike Parks says that the unusual nature of this storm and the freezing temperatures has made cleanup efforts way more difficult than in past years. The main priority has been clearing roads leading to hospitals and fire stations. Next is clearing secondary roads and neighborhoods. He emphasized that the city understands people's frustrations.
And the main thing we ask is just for people to have patience, because we are trying to get to all of those things. And we know that sometimes you have to be at work, you have to be at class. We ask that people please try to be accommodating of our students, of our city's workforce, and know that not everyone can get to where they need to be right now.
Park advises drivers this weekend to make sure snow and ice is cleared off of any vehicles. Drive slowly and be mindful of emergency vehicles and plows on the road. He says the safest thing to do in this weather is to stay at home. And the freezing temperatures show no sign of stopping soon. Madeline Bynack is in the studio now with our weekend weather. Madeline, what can you see for the weather this weekend?
It's definitely been colder than chilly this week, and we have seen some temperatures way different than we've ever seen in the Berg. On Friday, we'll see lows at 4 degrees and highs at 22. On Saturday, we're seeing highs only in the 19s. And for weeks like this, it definitely feels cold. So when you're heading out, be sure to bundle up. And for the rest of this week, we won't see anything above freezing until midday Monday. The low this weekend will stay around 4 to 6. And if you're heading out, if you were lucky enough to get your car out, you should definitely be wearing gloves, a hat, a thick jacket. And for the rest of this week, hopefully we'll see a little bit of heat coming in on Tuesday too, but Wednesday, we're seeing some additional snow, so take precautions on the road and stay vigilant. That's all for weekend weather. Back to you at the desk.
Coming up on the sports desk, a look into JMU's dominant performance at the VMI Invitational last weekend. Plus, Andrew Coliani has your weekend preview.
The one, the only, Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit. Nothing compares to our signature Cajun Spice Chicken Breast Filet on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit. Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit is so good, we serve it all day. For a limited time, get 2 Cajun Filet Biscuits for just $5. Bojangles, it's bow time.
It's bow time. Introducing new Bojangles chicken wings. Try the boldly seasoned classic, sweet and smoky barbecue, or creamy buffalo for some heat. Head to Bojangles and order all 3 flavors for your next party. It's bow time. It's bow time. It's not a menu hack anymore. Bojangles Sausage Bowberry Biscuit is officially available for a limited time. Enjoy sizzling sausage on a made-from-scratch Bowberry Biscuit, because sweet and savory belong together. Get one at Bojangles today. It's bow time.
What do you love about Bojangles?
You got a minute?
I would say their Cajun filet biscuit.
I love that they just made us breakfast.
I like it that the biscuits are always fresh.
Oh, and their potato rounds and dirty rice.
When you open up the paper and that aroma hits you.
Bowberry biscuits, seasoned fries, chicken supremes, Cajun pinto, sweet tea, mashed potatoes, roasted chicken bites.
Head to Bojangles for a Cajun Filet Biscuit. The best chicken sandwich is our Cajun Filet Biscuit. Bojangles, it's bow time.
This is Breeze TV.
Welcome to the Breeze TV Sports Desk. I'm Ethan Dufresne. Last night, women's basketball defeated the Louisiana Raging Cajuns in a blowout win. Breeze TV's Eric Vokalin got to see how it all went down.
The energy was high for the Dukes after defeating Louisiana in a 96-45 victory Thursday night. This was the Dukes' highest scoring game all season, as well as their highest margin of victory, beating their opponent by 51.
It's always about us, no matter who our opponent is, and we focused on that a lot this season. I don't think we've executed that every game, but like I said before, Coach O really emphasized that this game, and as a group, we took it upon ourselves to make sure we were coming out each quarter ready to fight.
5 players for JMU scored 10 or more points, including forward Ashanti Barnes, who in the fourth quarter scored her 1,000th point as a Duke.
I was telling Coach O that I needed a sub because I was tired. And I came out and everybody's like cheering. I didn't know why. He was like, you have no idea what's going on. I said, no, he said you just scored 1,000 points. So I was happy. I worked hard for it.
With roughly 1/4 of the regular season remaining, the Dukes have a lot to play for. The top 4 teams in the Sun Belt get a bye in the playoffs, with the top 2 automatically advancing to the semifinals. JMU is currently the 5th seed and is looking to move up before the season ends.
We've just put ourselves a little bit behind the 8 ball in the standings, and we got to fight our way back. The only way we can do that is showing up, building the right habits, doing the right things, and try to keep earning a victory.
Women's basketball will be playing again on Saturday before hitting the road for a stretch of away games. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Eric Vogelin.
Last Friday, JMU women's track and field competed in the 2026 VMI Invitational in Lexington, Virginia. Across the board, the Dukes wrapped up the day with 8 first-place finishes and a few records broken. To highlight the day, junior Madeline Moles broke a JMU record and took home first place in the pole vault event, clearing 3.82 meters. The record was previously held by Rachel Lloyd, who also achieved this at the VMI Invitational back in 2023. Freshman Bria Bird finished with the second highest long jump in JMU history, recording a 6.08 meter attempt. Bird was not the only jumper to have success at the meet. Junior Aiden Faith finished with a 1.71 meter high jump. With this finish, she's officially tied for second all-time for the high jump in program history. Finally, sophomore Madison Green finished with a 11.77 meter performance in the triple jump event. This puts her in the top 10 of triple jump finishes in program history. Stay tuned to hear about when and where you can catch the Dukes next meet later on in the show. Even with another weekend with some potential snowy weather, there are still a lot of JMU sports happening around Harrisonburg this weekend. Breeze TV's Andrew Coliani has your weekend preview.
Thanks, Ethan. JMU Athletics hit the road this weekend with a lot of teams in action away. The Dukes kick things off with track and field as they head to University Park, Pennsylvania for the Penn State National Open. The meet has been running all day today and will continue Saturday as JMU looks to continue building momentum early in indoor season. Women's tennis hits the court Saturday morning as it travels to Durham, North Carolina to take on Kentucky. JMU will look to pick up a key non-conference win on the road on Sunday. The Dukes take on 7th-ranked Duke. JMU will look to close out the weekend strong against a tough ACC opponent. Women's basketball plays South Alabama at the Atlantic Union Bank Center Saturday afternoon. Tip-off is set for 1 p.m. The women currently hold a 14-8 record and sit at 5th in the Sun Belt Conference. Redshirt senior guard Peyton McDaniels leads the Sun Belt in points scored and average points per game. Men's basketball follows later on Saturday. The Dukes travel to Hattiesburg, Mississippi to take on Southern Miss. Tip-off is scheduled for 3 p.m. As JMU continues Sun Belt Conference play, the men's team currently holds an even 11-11 record with a strong 7-2 home record, with junior forward Justin McBride leading the team in points scored with 386 points. Dukes fans have a lot of exciting sports action to look forward to as spring sports like softball and lacrosse start up next Saturday. The JMU women's lacrosse team will take on a monumental opponent in number 1 ranked UNC in its season opener. That's all for your weekend preview. Abby and Olivia, back to you.
Thanks, Andrew. And this year, the flu has been spreading faster than years past. What you need to know to stay healthy.
Plus, a highlight on some student-run businesses here at JMU.
Tailgating is a song heard across campuses, parking lots, and open fields. They say this song can be heard elsewhere, and perhaps this is true. But it is nowhere near as bright, nowhere near as loud, nowhere near as triumphant as it is right here. Tailgating may not have been born here, but here is where tailgaters are born.
It's bow time. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the Carolina Legend can make your tailgate a winner. We're talking crispy chicken, made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuits, and all the fixins to feed your crew faster than you can say touchdown. Let Bojangles do the cooking. Order your tailgate today. It's bow time. It's bow time. Get fired up tonight because Bojangles has your dinner covered. Southbound, scratch made. Not in one of these, but one of these. That's more home cooking for your money. Order your family meal on the app tonight. It's bow time.
The one. The only. Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit. Nothing compares to our signature Cajun Spice Chicken Breast Filet on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit. Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit is so good, we serve it all day. For a limited time, get 2 Cajun Filet Biscuits for just $5. Bojangles, it's bow time.
This is Breeze TV.
JMU's a cappella groups will be performing tonight at the Taylor Down Under. Our Grace Heberer spoke with the organizer of the event to learn more. Grace.
Yeah, Abby and Olivia, I'm here with Anna Anderson, where later today, January Jam will be taking place. Anna, can you tell me a little bit about this event and Welcome Week?
Yeah, so JMU a cappella holds auditions every semester, and they usually take place the second weekend of each semester. And we have this event in the fall, Jimmy's Mad Jam. You may have been to it or not, but that's been like a tradition for as long as I've been here, at least as long as that. But I've noticed that we don't have an event like that in the spring, and so that's kind of what this is going to be. And when I ran for my position here, I'm the director of a cappella at JMU. When I ran for the position, I kind of based some of my platform off of that, and I'm really glad that we're seeing it through.
That's so great. Can you tell me a little bit about what you're hoping participants and people who show up to the event take away?
Yeah, so maybe like participants would have like missed JMU, would have missed Jimmy's Mad Jam in the fall, or they may have like not been interested in auditioning throughout the fall semester and want to learn more about JMU a cappella before they audition this weekend. So I hope that they could get something out of that and learn a little bit more about the community.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Abby and Olivia, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Grace. With a new mutation of the flu, there has been a surge of cases. Breeze TV's Madison Florzik explains what this means and how to limit the spread.
The amount of flu cases this season has risen significantly compared to past seasons. NBC's Today said experts are warning that this flu season appears to be tougher than usual. The cause, a mutation in the H3N2 strain of influenza A.
It emerged after the flu season really started. And so that's why we saw some earlier upticks of the flu being shown like a few weeks earlier than we normally see throughout the season.
Just like any flu season, washing hands and taking additional precautions to keep yourself and others safe is important.
If you're having any kind of symptoms, if you can isolate, if you can stay to yourself, that's always best. Wearing a mask if you're having any kind of respiratory symptoms, or if you've been exposed to somebody with the flu and you're concerned that you could potentially catch it.
If the flu is contracted, self-care like taking medications such as ibuprofen and staying well hydrated is emphasized. When it comes to those with underlying health conditions, there may be an extra step needed.
That might be a reason to see a healthcare provider, because there are medications that we sometimes use for folks with flu who have underlying illnesses that might predispose them to getting sicker.
With the flu at the rise, students should take precautions in everyday life. A way to begin is by simply washing hands. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Madison Florzik.
Pet owners understand that veterinary care can come with a hefty price, and now the Rockingham Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals is solving that problem by bringing its veterinary care closer to home.
Since the COVID-19 pandemic, the RHSPCA experienced an increase in surgical expenses for the animals in its care, adding to the growing need for an in-house care clinic.
3,000 animals come through here that need care. We've also been expanding our community cat program to where last year we covered the alteration of 1,500 cats.
Efficient and quick care means more animals can be put up for adoption sooner. This center is replacing the Broadway High School modular classroom located near the RHSPCA. Construction is scheduled to begin in early February and is anticipated to be completed this May.
We're so fortunate to have such great support from JMU students as fosters and donors locally who help us pay for the medical services. And now those dollars get stretched farther because we're doing it in-house.
The RHSPCA is hoping to continue its message of compassionate care through changing the lives of pets, one paw at a time. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Madeline Bynack.
dozens of student businesses sell their products outside of the union throughout the school year. Breeze TV's Kennedy Carpenter took a closer look at one student entrepreneur who's making it happen.
From crocheted stuffed animals to nail salons, JMU's campus sure is filled with student-run companies. For many students, their business is not just for money. One student is a part of Student Made, a company nationwide that is run by young entrepreneurs.
People who have joined, like I know this semester, have had a great experience and have gained a lot of just attention for like their own businesses and getting a lot of like experience like selling things, even if it's not something you're going to do long term.
Students have also created Etsy shops to promote their work, organized businesses in their dorms, and collaborated with local shops. No matter how they operate, there's one thing they all have in common.
It really is a good like community. Like everyone's super nice, and when you spend 9 hours together at a pop-up event, you tend to make some friends.
Together, these businesses show how hands-on experience can benefit students. If you have a hobby or just want to get crafty, there will be more pop-up events to come once the ice melts. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Kennedy Carpenter.
Well, we hope that everyone has a safe and fun weekend. Maybe we'll get more snow days. Who knows?
Maybe we will. Maybe we'll have some days off next week, but we will see you next week on Breeze TV.